Looking cute as hell. Damn. Sometimes I just look in the mirror and I say, Jay, bro, you kind of cute though. You know, it's good to have confidence, guys. Listen, man. Listen. If I pick up my phone and I hear, hello, this is Jerry Smith calling from the IRS, I'm not gonna pick up. Well, I'm not gonna pick up. I'm just gonna tell him, fuck yourself, Jerry, and I'm gonna close the phone. The reason I'm gonna do that is because I'm not buying the bullshit that he's selling. I'm good. I'll keep on with my day. I don't owe no money to the IRS. I do not. You know, I don't know no fucking Jerry Smith. The point of the matter is, guys, the point of this video is the reason I struggle with streaming League. The reason I love League so much. I love it like it's my baby. If I never have a baby, I wish one day I get to be a father. But if I don't have a baby, I looked at League like it was my baby. But I still struggle to be part of it. I still struggle so much to be a part of this shit. And you know, lately I've been hearing this comment of, Rezzy, why don't you stream more? You should be streaming, you know, from everybody. Like, from some of the biggest guys, like, you know, Tyler, Tarzan, and some of the people that are most important to me, the people that support me. And I wanted to make a quick video. I did a quick stream on it. But I wanted to make a video so that you guys can understand why. So when you ask this question, you kind of get it from my perspective. That's the whole point. It's not to answer your question about when to expect streams. It's just for you to understand my perspective on why I don't stream. Now, let's talk about myself. Let's talk about myself as a person. You know, I get a lot of compliments, guys. You're funny. You're cute as hell. The ladies, Rezzy. Nah, that doesn't happen. Might happen sometimes, but it doesn't really happen, you know. But they do give me nice compliments, guys. They, you know, sometimes they like the energy that I bring because I want to win. I got into gaming because I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. No matter what, you know, I want to win. That's just what I want to do. And there's not a lot of people that really want to win. It seems like I don't know what happened along the line. Something along the lines happened, and it's not really about winning anymore. But I get these compliments like, why doesn't he stream? Why isn't he more active? Blah, 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 blah. Obviously, there's something I'm doing wrong or I'm not up to date with, because every year I can't avoid getting permanently banned. Now, I've done my research, I've reflected, and I've noticed something. It's not, the system is not about, you know, saying certain keywords anymore. It's just about how often people say, you know what, it wasn't that fun playing with this guy. You know what I mean? In the last year, you know, I never really used to personally attack anyone. I would banter with them like, you know, virgin, you know, you're a virgin, you know, stupid shit like that. But I never like personally like assaulted, like attacked. I'll be like, get on Discord, motherfucker, you know. But this year I did none of that. None of that. It was always game related. Like, guys, what the fuck are we doing? Da, da, da. People will find that annoying because, you know, people even at the highest level, they just want to queue up and, you know what I mean? They just want to fucking play. They don't want to really win. You know what I mean? So I get frustrated when we're not winning. And I recently got permanently banned, and this one stung the most. This one really stung the most because I have the clips, I have the logs, I could share the logs with you. I was playing with iPad, really nice guy, and these guys were being really mean to him. They were harassing him. And guys, I can screenshot these logs. I'm not making them up. It's not no Photoshop. This is real shit. You know, they were really being mean to him. They were like, you fucking little Russian rat, you little bitch, you little fucking roach. Never win when you're this motherfuckers. I'm standing up for this guy time and time again, and I'm trying to rally the troops. Guys, let's focus. Let's win. We can win. I'm in a great mood, guys. Let's not fuck this up. Let's go. All right. Eventually, shit's not going my way. FF, GG, WP, man, this game fucking sucks. Fuck everybody. I'm going to bed. Type shit. I didn't leave the game, but I was like super duper frustrated with like the scenario. Ah, shit. 5-0. 5-0 players. I'm going to play cool. 2 hands on the steering wheel. Check the mirrors, all 3. Your mirrors are like your mini map. When you see 5-0, start checking your mirrors. Shit. Ah, shit, player, not me, player. No, dog. Alright, guys, you know what I mean? And this one really hurt because I stand up for this guy. You know, I talk with Riot Support and this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Oh, well, you know, in your past few games, I was trying my best to climb the Challenger, guys. It's been another year. Season 10, I got to 225 LP. Things were looking good. Plus 24, minus 13 to Master. I'm like, this is it. You know what I mean? 4-time fucking Challenger. I'm doing it. when you're in that mood, you're super competitive, you're a little bit on edge, you know what I mean? Someone does something stupid, you're like, what the fuck, man? Come on, bro, you know? So, you know, towards the end, I had a couple really bad days where I lost a bunch, and I was just kind of being passive-aggressive a little bit fed up, you know? But the thing that bothered me about dealing with my interaction with the Riot person was he didn't even acknowledge the good. That's what bothered me. Not that I wanted to get my account back. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I really don't give a fuck. Not that I wanted to get my account back necessarily, but I wanted to just hear from the guy. Like, hey, man, I see that you're doing a lot of uplifting. I see that you multiple times, you know, you tried to rally the troops. And you know what I told this guy? I was like, what you just said to me, you know, oh, well, you were being annoying in the past few games, and that's it. It doesn't matter that your logs aren't bad. I said, that's kind of like me telling you, hey, man, well, you're trying to improve the league community and contribute to it, but all you do is answer support tickets, so that's not enough. I'm not acknowledging all the good that the guy does, you know what I mean? And he didn't really like that, and it is what it is. But obviously, certain figures that are big in the community, and even, like, I got some of the most dedicated league fans ever, they want me to be here, but obviously, you know, my style of gaming can't get me through a year. It unfortunately can't. And I think it's crazy that the system hasn't adjusted, because, you know, it's not healthy to teach people that you have to follow rules. Okay, rules are put in place for a reason, but you have to work within those rules if you want to be successful at anything. You know what I mean? You gotta take risks. You gotta put yourself out there. You can't always play it safe. It doesn't matter what you do or whatever. I don't care if you fucking play basketball. I don't care if you're, you know, I don't care what the fuck you do. At some point, you have to take risks, and you have to take measured risks and be like, you know what? It's kind of risky what I'm doing, but boom. That's number one. But I've made a lot of changes, guys, and I hope, you know, some of you, obviously you don't see me a lot, but, you know, you've seen that I've tried to make changes. What are those changes? Instead of, you know, going to buy a new level 30 account before, I just be like, hey, Chapati, hey, Kev, hey, someone hook me up with something. I'm going to just buy one. I'm leveling up my own account. You know what I mean? Normally, I can't be fucked going through the process. I haven't played a normal game or an ARAM in years, but it's been very therapeutic. I enjoy it a lot. I get into these fucking ARAM games with, hey, dude, what's that border? Is that a Grandmaster? What is Grandmaster? I love it, you know what I mean? It's so much fun, you know, playing with these guys that don't take the game as seriously and they're more casuals. I really enjoy that. So that's the first step I'm taking. So I understand, like, you know, I put so many hours into this account just to get it ready for ranked. Like, boom. That's number one change. Number two change was the reason I toned down quite a bit. A ton of it was because I got into game with people that, you know, said they really liked me and they really liked what I was bringing to the community at some points. And then they told me, hey, man, like, you can't be like, you know, they're trying to make me understand, like, you know, I understand you're not saying mean things, but, you know, you gotta watch how you use the chat, because even though to you it's not a big deal, you know, to other people they might not be able to be fueled the same way I'm fueled. You know, if I fuck up and someone tells me, Rezzy, you're fucking up big time, step it the fuck up, I'm like, oh shit, like, I gotta step this shit the fuck up. You know, that's just how I am. But not everyone operates that way, and they made me see that, so I stopped, you know, using the chat in certain ways. Also with my content, man, like, you know, I haven't done a lot of content, guys, but this kind of leads me into my second point. Aside from the game and the snowflake kind of mentality, forget all that. I can work within that. That's fine. You know what I mean? There's mute all. I don't need to type. I don't need to chat. It's fucking North American League of Legends, man. You just play the fucking game, and whatever happens, happens. It's fucking winnable most of the time. You know, or if it's fucking losable, you just hit 15 GG WPFF that fucking shit. With my content, I made a conscious effort. You know, I don't know if it worked or not, but, you know, if you go to my Twitter, for example, one of my biggest goals, guys, was I want to put a message in the video. I know I'm like screaming, yelling, acting like a fucking idiot, you know, obnoxious, you know, sometimes edgy at times. But my goal was I want to give you guys something that, you know, for those of you who really like me and really follow me, you'll be able to take something from it and apply it. Because to me, what's most important is not the like or the view. That shit doesn't mean anything anymore. In the beginning, like, yeah, it's cool to get, you know, a certain level of acceptance, you know what I mean, and people liking your shit. But after a while, you know, you start to think of the bigger picture, right? You know, at least I do. So I want to put something in there. And like examples, like if you go to my Twitter, twitter.com/Rezzy_LOL, you know, you'll see that I'll take a couple videos. I did one video to Santorin, FlyQuest. I wanted them to win, but I made it very personal to me. I was kind of down. I felt like that guy Santorin, he picked me right fucking back up, man. So I wanted to show, you know, we're all vulnerable. We're all insecure. We all want to feel important. We all want to feel that someone acknowledges us and wants us. You know what I mean? The video was about how, like, I've been reaching out to a lot of people to try to, you know, do some sort of bigger content. And everybody was pretty much fucking ignoring me. And, you know, I was thinking about doing a video to FlyQuest, and then Santorin hits me up and is just like, hey, what's up, bro? And that was pretty much the moral of the summary of the video. But the video was about, like, my personal relationship with the guy. Like, holy shit, man. Like, you know, I'm not like a super fanboy kind of guy, but it was just like respect, you know, like respect, dude. You kind of picked me up, and then you see the importance of this kind of interaction, you know. Another video was about Dominate. I tease Dominate all the fucking time, dude. All the time. I'm always busting this guy's chops. But like when he got banned, I made sure I stood up for him. And I made sure I stood up for him publicly. And I used whatever platform I can to be like, that's my fucking guy, dude. Like, that's my guy. He's had my back at times. I have his back when he's fucking down. You know what I mean? And you know, like, explain to Riot, like, why we like Dominate and why Dominate's been getting popular. Like, standing up for your friend, you know what I mean? Even if you're not friends like buddy, it's like, you know what, man? Let me jump in. You know, I got your fucking back, bro. Let me show you as proof that I got your fucking back. Another video would be about, like, I don't know, dude. Like when, you know, the Shen one, people really liked it. I'm talking about how I seen Shen in my dreams, and Shen was like, brother, you know, that one. Staying loyal to, you know, the champion that you play, the one trick that you play. So I try to, like, I try my best at least to nest, like, these fucking, you know, like, these gems in there for you guys. You know what I mean? So you can, like, learn something. Because for me, guys, I grew out of content just being entertainment. I have to learn something from it. I have to take something from it because I'm not young. I'm 25. I'm turning 26 next year. You know what I mean? I got to figure this fucking shit out. But when I look at League of Legends, I am not entertained. I am not entertained, even though I try my best to try to give you guys something. You know, and they tell me, hey, man, you're entertaining. You should do this shit more. You know what I mean? I'm not entertained. I am not really challenged, you know, to a certain degree. Like, where's the fucking challenge? I was playing solo queue with this guy. He's like, I'm Lobu. And this is all he kept saying. I'm Lobu. Can someone present me with a challenge? That's what he kept saying. And, like, I'm asking League, like, where's my challenge? Like, proving myself again that I know how to play, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can set a goal to try to get, like, a super high rank, but, like, man, we're just gaming at the end of the day, man. Like, who cares about, like, rank 1 and all that shit, you know? I'm not entertained, and I'm also not learning anything. Like, I'm kind of capped at what I'm learning, you know? Like, we fucking bitch about coronavirus, dude. This is gonna sound fucked up, but coronavirus is the best thing that's ever happened to League of Legends, period. You know what I mean? It's the best thing that could have ever happened to League. Everyone's inside watching streams, playing video games. What else can you fucking ask for? Here's an opportunity to show up, show out, you know what I mean? Have a lot of fun and entertain the fans. What are people doing? The same shit that they were doing last year. The same shit that they were doing 2 years ago. The same shit that they were doing 3 years ago. You know, your leaders, your biggest guys, some of your biggest guys, you know, not all of them. There's, you know who you are then. You know the ones that are actually trying to put in work. Your biggest leaders are, they're not driving the ship. They're riding the ship. As long as the ship lasts. They don't give a fuck what happens to League. As long as bills are getting paid. And that's just the harsh reality of the truth, guys. Instead of saying, well, we can. I'll give you guys an example of this. And I talked about it on my stream, and it was kind of misunderstood. You know, there was a little situation in Twitch Rivals between Tarzan, Tyler, Sanchovis, and there was like a disagreement. I'm not gonna go down it too much. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you know, read about it, I guess. You know, look into it. Long story short, Sanchovis said something personal about Tarzan. Fake news, Suo, as usual. You know what I mean? The fucking the fake news Osama. You know, it was personal. Tarzan ended up winning. You know. And they took to Twitter. We were memeing about it. I said, you know, Sanchovis is a social media guy, and he's Mo's right-hand man. Why couldn't he put something out there? I looked at it from a loyalty perspective, but I was wrong in that sense. Because perhaps they talked offline. They don't need to bring it publicly. True. But if this is about entertainment, Why don't we turn this situation that's kind of serious, kind of like personal in a way, to something we can all laugh about? You know what I mean? I made a video. You know, I made a video on Twitter in response to Tarzan's video about, hey, I won, da-da-da-da, and I made it towards Yasuo. You know, it's meant to be fun. At the end of the day, of course, I'm going hard and doing my Rezzy thing, you know, but I'm going hard. What I'm essentially doing is I'm opening the floor. You know what I mean? I'm adding fuel to the fire. If there's a little fire, I'm throwing my piece of wood in it to engulf the flame. I'm opening the door. I'm saying, hey, Sanch, say something. Make it memey, make it whatever, and we'll roll with the punches. We'll figure it out. We'll make it fun. I'm opening it up to you guys to meme and jump in. The fans, you know, the supporters, you know, people, just anybody can say something. And then at the end of it, you know what, man, we go back and forth a little bit. And we laugh it all off, and we all go our separate ways. And boom, what did we do? We took a serious situation. We made it a meme. We had fun amongst each other, and we had the community fun. Instead, what happens? Absolutely fucking nothing. You know what I mean? And what happens when that happens is that nothing happens. People are just like, oh, just slide that under the rug and let's forget about it. Dude, we play fucking League. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we play. And now, you know, when I think of Mo and these guys, I think of that weird, shitty situation. That's what I think of. I don't think of a situation that we laughed off and we had fun with it, and it was a win for League of Legends, and it was just some fun content on the spot where we can mess around and not have to think about what we say and how it's going to come off and things of that nature. I'm not a guy, you know, this video is not going to get any fucking views because I haven't invested time in YouTube. I haven't cared about my YouTube. I haven't nurtured my YouTube. You know what I mean? I've nurtured my Twitter a lot. I've taken a good care of that. You know, I've given it some of my best shit that I could come up with. I'll write lines for it. I just kind of rant here. You know what I mean? But, you know, I will write things and I will have certain points that I want to bring across. I've nurtured it. My point is, I can't really, like, on my main platform, which is kind of like Twitter, I can't really, like, do whack shit. That's my point. I can't really do whack shit because that's like the biggest public eye that I have in that sense. So I can't do dumb shit that everyone else does. And I'm not saying that dumb shit is bad. I just can't do it. I unfortunately cannot do it. It is what it is. You know, if they see a post from me, it has to be a post that you expect from me, where I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm saying some cool shit mixed in with some dumb shit. I try to make it funny. You know, we try. Oh, by the way, guys, I was at the fucking grocery store, and I was getting a Pepsi, and I was pulling the Pepsi out of those little trays that they put the Pepsi in, and I knocked over this thing of gum. You know what I mean? And everybody looked at me like this, because I knocked over this big thing of gum, and I was trying to fix it, and I was taking my eggs to the self-checkout, and I opened the eggs, and I found that one egg was broken. And, you know, I looked at the security guard, and he was a man from Nigeria, a man from Congo, a respectable security guard. He was looking at me like this, and I showed him the egg while I was paying. And I said, "Hey, can I go switch this with another tray of eggs?" And he said, "I will get your eggs for you. You stay," because he knew that I knocked over the fucking gum. And, you know, coronavirus has everybody on, you know what I mean, on, like, perma-tilt. So that was, like, a weird fucking scenario. And I know it was random. I was like, geez, man, like, I could get my own fucking eggs. He goes, "No, you stay. I get the fucking eggs." I'm like, all right. Anyway, that shit happened. So that shit was fucking weird. But the point of the matter is, guys, League of Legends does not progress. Man, if League of Legends was humanity, we would be fucking extinct already. Remember that. League of Legends does not progress. I don't care, you know what I mean, if 1,000 million motherfuckers play it. I don't care if they give free RP codes. I don't care. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care. I look at League of Legends by its heart. I don't look at League of Legends by its numbers and its fucking KKW spams a month and how many tryhard spams they got, you know what I mean? I don't really see a heart in League of Legends, and I'm bored. I'm bored of proving myself. I'm at a point where I'm in a dilemma, and the dilemma is that, do I just show up 3-4 times a week, stream, act a fool, say dumb shit, play the game, show that I could play? My hands fucking hurt, guys. My hands hurt. I got small wrists, but I got big hands. You know what I mean? I got small wrists, but I got big hands. And, like, sometimes I feel like my wrist is carrying around a cinder block. So it's like, shit, man, like, You know, I'm literally sacrificing aspects of my life to fucking play ranked League of Legends, where I feel like I could do so much more. And that's what sucks. And sometimes you have to sacrifice to get to that stage. But man, I've sacrificed a fucking ton, you guys. I really have. You know, I reached out to Ica, a pro player, you know, that was barely pro. And I said, hey man, I like your story. I like you. Let's do like a 5-minute interview. I got some good questions. Boom. Win-win. Not even a response. You know what I mean? That shit will, like, I don't care how confident you are, that shit will just piss you the fuck off, because it's like, damn, man, like, can you guys not leverage this platform that I made? I'm sick of fucking sitting in my car and ranting. I'm sorry, even though I'm doing it right now, but, like, you know, yelling and screaming and that being that. And I'm sick of looking at it as just a thing where I should be showing up and just, you know, collecting primes and that kind of shit, because that shit is fucking boring, dude. Like, you don't grow as a person, and eventually you get to a point where you're super complacent. You're super complacent because things are going well. And I feel bad for the League of Legends community. I really do, man. I really do. I wish you know, I'm not the perfect person, but I tried my best to be what I would want in a content creator. What I would want in a content creator is someone who tries to entertain me, you know what I mean? Someone who shows up and doesn't choke, you know what I mean, when it matters. And someone that could also teach me something. You know, I think that's really important, man. Not to waste your fucking platform and act like you have to put on this front and do all that extra shit, which we all do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We all do it, in a sense. And someone that can, you know, give me something that I could take away, because the biggest thing that I take away from content creation is not, you know what I mean, that people give me compliments or whatever and say they enjoy my shit. It's, you know, getting these DMs of like, hey man, you know, you know, I know you don't stream a lot, but you got me through this tough time with those 2 streams last week. You made me laugh. Hey man, that one video, I took that away from it. Hey man, like, you know what I mean? Thanks for trying to preach a good message that's, you know, obviously layered underneath a lot of whole bullshit, but like the message is like pleb life, you know what I mean, represented for the, you know, just the common people, right? Those are the things that stick with me. A guy DM'd me and he said, you man, you once said, I didn't make this shit up, I took this shit from somewhere, I stole it, I fucking plagiarized it, you know, you are the main character in your own movie. I made that, I stole that shit, I said it on my stream and he liked it, so he took it and he gave me credit for it, so I said respect. You know, that's a big reason why I struggle with streaming League of Legends, man, because I feel like I thought that I was here and everyone else was here. You know what I mean? That's cocky, that's obnoxious to think of, but shit, we're playing video games. You gotta think you're the best. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I think I'm one of the best supports in North America. I think I would give a lot of top players a run for their money in any Twitch rivals. I don't give a fuck. If I show up to play, I'm kicking fucking ass. You know, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how people feel about it. I'm kicking fucking ass. You know, but I've tried to understand, you know, this beautiful little baby that I'm raising. I try to understand that, hey man, like, you gotta take it a little bit easier, man. Like, you gotta be more patient. So I come back down. I come back down. But these sheep and these drones, man, I'm sorry to tell you guys, they are fucking hopeless, man. There is, you know, I thought about TCS last year as like one of the biggest moments of my life. Swear to God, one of the biggest moments of my life. And I was like, next year, it's going to be even bigger and better. And I get it, COVID and everything. But I was like, a year from now, the game is going to develop. I gave it my heart this whole year. It hasn't developed. It hasn't developed. I don't care how many more fans. It hasn't developed. There is nothing interesting. There is nothing exciting. There is the same kick debut spam. There are the same C-tier, low-grade memes. There's no lessons to be taken away from it. There is no interaction. I built a platform that I was hoping I could interact with people, you know, every single day with some new fun shit. I don't get interacted with, and when I interact with people, they don't want to interact. Nobody wants to interact. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's social anxiety. I don't know what it is, guys, and I wish I could help, and it hurts me that I can't help, but I don't know how I can help. My point of the matter is, you might not get another stream for a little bit. You might not get, you might get more of these kind of YouTube videos if you like them, where I'm ranting. I don't care. I just rant, you know. But I love this game so much, and I don't know what to do with it. And that's the story of my League of Legends life. You know what I mean? And I love it so much. You know, one thing I was talking about on my stream last week, and people were agreeing with me, that Avali twerk video. If you don't know, Avali is someone who's very high regarded in League, very well respected. You know, she puts out a video where she's twerking a WAP, and she's twerking in a bush in League of Legends. You know, she's twerking in a bush, and Tom Kench is licking her pussy, and I can't make this shit up. She's twerking in a bush, shaking her ass. You know what I mean? And Tom Kench is, he's trying to lick her pussy. And I was just like, damn, man, like, is this the progression that I was thinking? Now, if someone's wrong, it's either me or that. But in my eyes, that is not what we need. But it's so crazy because I feel like I'm, in a sense, disconnected from League, even though I feel like I'm League of Legends' biggest fan. That's my disconnect. I feel like I'm League of Legends' biggest fan. That's what I mean by pleb. When I say pleb, I don't mean a content creator. I just mean an average guy, but I love it, though. Like, I love it. That's what makes my shit kind of fun, I guess. You know, because you have this guy that, I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan, but I love it, though. You know? And I see Avali twerk, and what was weird was Team Liquid, who works with Avali, retweets that. You have every caster, every you know, all these casters, all these analysts saying that was some of the best shit ever. Now, I'm not hating on Avali because I like her as a person. She's very sweet. You know what I mean? She's kind of cute. She's a nice person. She's dedicated to the game. She's very good. She's very good, man. And, like, female power, you know? All that. But people, you know, I was scrolling through the comments and people are saying that was some of the best content they've seen all year. And in my head, it was like, I must be disconnected. I must be disconnected, because when I do something that I feel like is good, because we're all content creators, we're all competitors. If someone does something really good, you know what I mean? You want to be like, I want to get on my shit so I could do something, you know, just as good or whatever. You know, I just feel like my fans, and I don't even want to call them fans, my supporters, and my extended, you know, League of Legends family, you know, we're playing this game, and even though I obviously know how to play the game, you know what I mean? I obviously know how to play the game. If I could get to a decent ELO every year, I obviously know how to play the game, but I obviously don't know how to play the game. You get what I'm saying? Like, I obviously don't know how to play this game, because I really don't want to be obnoxious. I really don't want to be screaming. It kind of sucks that I can't go to my main platform and just talk like this. I really can't. You know, I can, obviously, but it's just like, dude, what happened to this? Yeah, what happened to the energy, dude? You were supposed to give me some energy. Hey, man, dude. Hey, dude, where's the memes? You know what I mean? I just try to package it in a way that I know this shit's going to work. You know, I know these guys. This shit's going to work. You know what I mean? You know, but that's my other point. What's my other point, though? Those are my main points. Those are my main points. I'm someone that doesn't want to do the same thing every day. I really don't. You know, even if I get a full-time job, I want it to be dynamic in the sense where I'm meeting people, talking to people, interacting with people. Okay, here's a really good point for you guys to really get it. You guys will really get it, and you'll learn something from this. When I'm dealing with people, just in a day-to-day with work, whatever, just people in general, you don't really have to plan what you're gonna say. You know what I mean? Even if I'm for work, if I have a meeting for work or something, you know what I mean? I have some things I want to go over, but I don't have a script. I'm not going to a fucking job interview. You know what I mean? I'm not going to a job interview where I have to have a script and shit. You could just feel the room. You could feel the energy in the room. You could understand the type of relationship you have with a person. And you just let the jokes come out if it's meant to be, try to be funny. You just let the sympathy come out if you feel like you gotta be sympathetic. You just let the, you know what I mean? If you're frustrated, you can express that frustration. That's what's so cool about relationships and interacting with people. We're social creatures, you guys. We're meant to interact. We're meant to share feelings and grow with people. But you shouldn't have to look at yourself like a product. Like, You know what I mean? Where you're like really watching what you're saying and really focusing on what you're saying. And if I want to touch on a subject, I really have to watch what I'm saying, and you know what I mean? And really think about the point that I'm trying to bring across. I've never had to do that in a relationship in my life. There's been people I'm close with. There's been people I'm not close with. I'm kind of a loner. I am, in a sense. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. I'm kind of a loner in a sense, but I've never had to do that ever in 26 years of being alive until I met League of Legends, where I really got to be like, if I'm yelling and screaming and acting an idiot, I really have to think about what I'm thinking about, so I don't say some super dumb shit, and I make sure I'm getting the point across. If I'm interacting with a streamer, oh, don't say this, don't touch on that, be careful with that, be careful with this, be careful with that. All these rules and all these restrictions and all these fucking chains, to the point where it's like, man, am I playing the game, or is the game playing me? Voice of the pleb shit.